What's up YouTube? Zero here. No, sorry, not that Zero. And today I'm going to be going over an amazing Beastmaster build for Flak. This is at level 44. So without further ado, let's get into it. First gun, the Venomous Nemesis. I love dealing corrosion damage, which is why I have it there. Second gun, the Ferocious Infinity, which has unlimited ammo and an unlimited magazine, so can't go wrong with that. Third gun, Sniper, y'all know me. And then fourth gun is an assault rifle, high magazine, but that doesn't really matter too much. This is the most important part of the build, the Showboating Teething Red Fang, which increases He Bites, Eager to Impress, and also has my pet Taunt, and that's huge. For this, I'm dealing extra shock damage, and of course, to go with that, I have a grenade that deals shock damage. So now on to the actual build. I don't have a lot in the Stalker tree, but I do have a little self-repairing system. Increases my maximum health, and I also regenerate health. That's going to help me play a little bit more defensive. Then I have Ferocious Attack. Not very important. Obviously, I only have 1 point, but it's a hunter skill. I gain a whole bunch of different effects. Gun damage, handling, pet damage, Ferocious Attack stacks, and then Eager to Impress. Extremely important. And whenever Flak kills an enemy, action skill cooldown time is reduced. Whenever Flak's pet kills an enemy, action skill cooldown time is reduced even more. And attack command's cooldown is refreshed. So that's important. I want to get my attack command back as quick as possible. So obviously I'm going with Gamma Burst. Flak creates a rift at a target location, teleporting their pet through the rift and dealing radiation damage to enemies. Now this is absolutely awesome, and we're going to see the effects of this in some gameplay with my Skag. This is going to be great. Very important to this build. Now going down this tree, I have Ferocity. Flak's pet deals increased damage. Next, I have Persistence Hunter. Increase Flak's gun damage and action skill duration. Again, very important. I'm focusing on being a Beastmaster. Then next, Who Rescued Who? Whenever Flak's pet deals damage, Flak regenerates health. So that's a little bit more defensive. He Bites. Very important. When Flak's pet takes damage, the pet returns some of that damage. Frenzy. Hunter skill. When Flak's pet deals damage, Flak and their pet gain a stack of Frenzy, which increases some damage, and you get that stack keep going. So that's good. I'm dealing more damage. So I have the Great Horn Skag, which increases my damage and gun damage, which is very nice. I have Mutated Defenses, which, again, playing a little bit more defensive. All of the defensive stuff is really more of a fail-safe. And then we have increased pet bonuses, which is definitely awesome. I'm trying to beef up myself and my Skag because here, Atomic Aroma, while Gamma Burst is active, Flak's pet is surrounded by radiation. So my pet is constantly dealing damage, and for the duration of Gamma Burst, I'm dealing more damage. So that's awesome. And then Pack Tactics, all damage dealt by Flak and their pet is increased. So myself, my pet are dealing more damage. Dominance, not really a huge part of the build, just something I wanted to try out. I can hit an enemy and gain control of them for a little bit. It's not as cool as I wanted, but it is okay. So now going into the gameplay, let's talk a little bit about this. Again, I talked about He Bites and Eager to Impress, and that class mod. My Skag is taunting, and a lot of what's in this build is revolving around my Skag dealing damage and me dealing damage. Because my Skag is taunting, we're getting a whole bunch of bonuses as my pet is getting hit, and he's constantly dealing damage because he's surrounded by that aroma. When enemies are nearby him, which he's going to be attacking them, they are going to be nearby him, he's constantly dealing damage. So I'm getting those bonuses for when my pet is dealing damage. On top of that, there was a stat where when we get a kill, my cooldown is decreasing. So there are times in the bigger battles when I'm facing a lot of enemies where I almost have my Gamma Burst non-stop. I'm able to call my Gamma Burst in, change my Skag into this radiation dealing monster, and then it ends and I almost have it back immediately. It's really almost non-stop, and it's great for this because we saw that even if I do get into trouble, well, my Skag is taunting, so I really shouldn't get into trouble. But if I somehow do, maybe, I'm not sure what happens, but I get into trouble, I maybe damage myself, I am going to be healing thanks to my Skag. My Skag is taking most of the damage, but I also have a little bit more defensive stuff, and I'm dealing more damage. My Skag is dealing more damage. So we really do have a great combination of defense and offense. You really don't need the defense as much, just more of a failsafe because you are dealing a ton of damage. I'm playing on Mayhem 1 in these clips, and I'm really not having trouble. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more Borderlands 3 content. Well, until next time, peace.